So today I just thought we would take the opportunity to have a look at the rankings. We've had a few emails come in just regarding what it's sort of all about. So I thought that we'll do a series of little videos and pop them up on the site for you just for anyone that has any questions about the rankings from this point on. So with the rankings, they're obviously generated from our database. Um, we have a lot of different variables, and basically they come in a value form, as in a number, and then what happens is essentially they're ranked against each other, and we then end up with a ranking in a particular race for where that runner sits against the other runners in the race. What we are providing in the rankings file is a class, a speed, a base, a jockey, a trainer, a total rank, an opti rank. We have a KPI price and a race data percent. So I'll just quickly go through all of those for you. So just with the class rank, which I've highlighted on the screen, that's basically pretty self-explanatory. It's all of the horses class. We have a particular um, time frame we go back over for that figure. We do have multiple different ways of measuring and assessing the class and ranking it. And what we're providing here in all of the different rankings is just one particular way. So basically what we're saying is that over X amount of time, um, the class rank is as follows for the horses. And in this race, which was one of our winners today, Var Veni was number one class. We then look at speed, basically for those followers of when we were doing the ratings and whatnot, you'll know that we produce our own in-house speed ratings, and using the way that we form those figures and then running off again off X amount of time period to rank all those different runners against each other, it comes up with um, that particular ranking there. Um, we then look at the base, and basically the base is very simple. It's pretty much class plus speed divided by 2, despite the fact that it's made off of the two things that are already existing. It does have a bearing in its own little way when used with other things. With the jockey rating, this one is a 30-day figure, so basically we're going back and looking at a few different variables and ranking the jockeys. We do the same with the trainers, so I'll just highlight both of those. So basically they're created using similar intelligence, and they they can throw up the odd little curveball, in particular with a jockey or a trainer that doesn't have a lot of rides. But we've got to remember that what we're dealing with here on this sheet is 100% automated. There's absolutely no human intervention, as opposed to when we were doing the ratings manually, and we're looking at all these different things and overriding what we think's right and wrong. So the jockey and trainer are important. What we've sort of found looking at all of this information historically is that the jockey probably has a bit more bearing than the trainer, and the trainers probably are a little bit too, on our figures here anyway, are probably overbet. Um, on the total rank, basically we have here a running sum, I guess, or a running tally of multiple different indicators: class, speed, base, jockey, trainer, and a few others. And we group them together, and once we sort of average it out, this gives you the ranked order. So when we throw, even more rankings in the pot, the total rank Var Veni comes out on top for all the others when they're averaged together as well. I hope I'm not making that sound too complicated. And then on the Opti rank, basically we have a group of rankings that we feel is the most important and that have the most bearing on everything. And what that is that's basically those grouped up as well, and it has the Opti as in optimum. So the Opti and the total probably shouldn't be a whole lot different, but there will be little differences throughout each race. We've then got our KPI price, which is just an automated price. We wouldn't suggest that you would go mad betting off of this. We have a bit of work to do on it. It really does help us with some staking for our tips. It helps us highlight some other things as well. But at this stage, it's sort of nowhere near being able to just run the KPI price and back the overs or anything like that. But it's in there for you guys to obviously have a look at. And we've got the race data percentage. So from time to time, because it's all automated, something will get missed or something won't get picked up. Um, and when we're assessing different things, we just want to know how much of the data that has come through for that race. And then we gradually and always go back and are doing spot checks to work out is it correct or incorrect. And certainly the race data percent can have a big bearing on the rated prices, the KPI price. As you can see here, we've got this horse down here, Provocative, so it won. It had some poor rankings there, and obviously a price that was wrong. It started $3.50 or something like that, and the race data percent is 89. So just little things like that. You just sort of got to be careful, guys, if you want to bet off the prices. This is a form guide or a ranking guide that really does look at more recent. So if you've got a horse that had a run 2 weeks ago and went no good, but 4 weeks before that rated really highly, which was a bit like Mullaghera in the one we posted. Things like this can happen. So I hope that's shed a little bit more light. Have a watch of the video, and if you've got any more questions, let us know. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you find it of some value. And if you've got any questions, just let us know. So thanks for having a look, and all the best.